morning, everyone. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, and good night. My name is Muhammad Dimas Yanto Putra with student ID 44251538. Now, I would like to share my honest thoughts about smoking in campus areas, a topic that affects both students and the learning environment. First, let us understand what is smoking in campus areas mean. It refers to smoking cigarettes or other tobacco products anywhere near the university campus, like for example, inside classrooms, hallways, parking lots, gardens, bathrooms, maybe outside of it, who knows, anywhere, it could be anywhere. Now the impact is quite bad, as smoking doesn't just harm smokers, it also harms the non-smokers through secondhand smoking. You can see in most charts that most people that get sick from smoking oftentimes do not smoke. And plus, cigarette butts are the most common litters on campuses. They pollute the environment, harm animals, and make our campus look dirty. Imagine how much cleaner our campus would be without any cigarette waste. Now, a smoke-free campus means students can study without being distracted by smoke or the smell of cigarettes. Clean air helps us focus, and it shows respect for both students with asthma or allergies. In my opinion, allowing smoking on campus areas is not just unhealthy, it's unfair to non-smokers. Everyone deserves the right to breathe clean air, especially in a place meant for learning. If someone wants to smoke, that's their personal choice, but it should not affect others, of course. Now, to sum it up, I believe our campus should be a smoke-free zone. Supporting no smoking policies benefits everyone's health, the environment, and the reputation of our university. Thank you for listening, and I welcome your thoughts or questions on this important issue. Bye! Welcome everyone. My name is Muhammad Dimas Yanto Putra with student ID 44251538. And today we'll learn about modal verbs and how they help us make polite requests in English. Modals are vital for effective and respectful communication, whether we're talking to classmates, teachers, colleagues, or people we meet every day. By understanding modals, you can ask for things, offer help, and seek permission while sounding courteous and confident. Now, what is a modal in request words? Modal verbs are special helping verbs such as can, could, may, might, and would, used to express requests politely. Instead of saying, "Give me that," we say, "Could you give me that?" Modals show your attitude and intention, making your request softer and more polite. Now, when is it used? Modal verbs appear whenever we ask for something, seek permission, offer help, or suggest an idea. In formal settings like interviews or public events, you'll use more polite modals. For friends, informal modals works well. For example, "Can I borrow your notes?" with friends? Or, "May I ask a question?" with a teacher. History of modals. Now, modals came from Old English, shaped by Latin and other languages. Over centuries, their forms and meanings have changed, but they've always been used to show possibility, permission, necessity, and request. Today, modals are core part of polite English speech around the world. Functions of modals in requests. Modals help us turn direct command into friendly questions, reducing the risk of sounding rude or bossy. They make your speech more tactful and appropriate to the situation, showing respect for your listener. For example, "Could you explain that again?" feels kinder than "Explain that again." Examples of modals used in requests. Here are some common ways modals appear in your request. Could you pass the salt? May I come in? Would you please help me? Can you email me the details? Might I suggest a topic? Types of modal requests words. These are two basic groups. Permission modals like can, may, and might. It's like asking if you're allowed to do something. Politeness modals could and would is like making your requests more gentle or formal. Use may for permission and would or could when you want to sound extra polite. Differences between modals in requests. Each modal has its own shade of meaning. Can is simple and direct, perfect for casual requests. Could is more polite and suitable for formal settings. May is the classical choice for permission. Would is ideal for formal offers or invitations. Like, would you like some tea? Might adds a touch of uncertainty or extra courtesy. Politeness levels with modals. Some modals signal higher formality. May I? Could you? Would you mind? Others are used in casual conversation. Can I? Will you? Choose based on how formal or informal your relationship is with the person you're speaking to. Making requests negative. Sometimes we need to politely request that someone does not do something. Negative modal requests are useful in classrooms, meetings, and daily life. Could you not leave the window open? It's cold. Would you mind not making so much noise? Can you please not write on this page? May I ask you not to use your phone during the exam? Might I suggest not discussing this now? Modal verbs in questions. Most modals requests take the form of questions. This is what makes them gentle and polite. The structure is almost always modal plus subject plus verb. Like, could you help me with my homework? Would you explain that term again? May I leave the room tomorrow or now even? Can you check these numbers for me? Might you have a pen I can borrow? Adding an extra phrase like please, or if you have time, make requests even friendlier. Could you please help me if it's not too much trouble? Using modals in indirect requests. Indirect requests use modals but add another layer of politeness, often starting with a softening phrase or phrase even. I was wondering if you could assist me. Would it be possible for you to email those documents? I'd appreciate it if you would let me know your answer. Do you think you might help organize the event? Cultural considerations. Politeness norms change across culture, and so does the choice of modals. In British English, could you or would you mind is a standard for requests. In American English, can you is common even in businesses. Some cultures expect directness, others value indirectness, like lots of softening words. Now, common mistakes. It's easy to get modals wrong. Here are things to watch out for. Using a too casual modal in formal situations. Can you lend me your report? It doesn't sound, it would be better off like, could you or would you mind lend me your report? Mixing up permission modals and politeness modals. Forgetting to use a modal at all, sounding bossy like give me the file. It would be better if it's would you give me the file. Overusing please. One is enough when paired with a modal. How to respond to modal requests. Whenever someone makes a modal request, choosing your reply is key for good communication. Here are some ways to say yes, no, or politely hesitate. Now, positive responses. Sure, I'd be happy to, of course, no problem. Yes, I can do that for you. Absolutely, go ahead. For polite declines, I'm sorry, I can't help right now. I wish I could, but I'm busy. Unfortunately, I'm unable to. I'd like to, but I have something else to do. Hesitating or asking for more information, like, could you give me a bit more time? Can I let you know later? Would you mind explaining a bit more? When to use modal requests. Knowing when to use modal requests makes you a better communicator. When asking for permission, may I leave early today? When making a polite suggestion, could we meet tomorrow? If you're not sure the listener will agree, might I suggest another plan? When you want to avoid sounding demanding, would you like to help me? If the situation is sensitive, classroom, interview, meeting, and asking stranger. Summary. Let's review modal request key points. Modals soften requests and express politeness in a variety of situations. Each modals can, could, may, might, and would fits a different level of formality or intention. Add extra words like please, if you don't mind, for more impact. Be aware of the context. Adjust your modals and level of indirectness for classroom, workplace, friends, or strangers. Good use of modal requests lead to better, clearer, and friendlier communication in English. Thank you for listening to my presentation. And with that, signing off.